Hello everybody, my name is Alan Cavagner. Welcome back to the first episode of GP Sim Season number 1. We bring ourselves to the Belgian Grand Prix, your second Spa-Francorchamps. This is the longest track on the schedule, and for the first round of the season, it's going to pose a very, very intimidating threat towards these drivers. A couple parts of the track that may catch some drivers out are Ar Rouge, and obviously the last chicane in the first corner. Again, heavy braking points for some of the drivers, but for the first row, it is a 2 silver arrows as we start up this race. And here we go, and we're green for the Belgian Grand Prix. It's a good getaway for ESR Payne and Dan Mack on the front row. See a Renault making it 3 wide headed into turn number 1. There's also a Sauber peeking out in the background as we get off off the hairpin and headed off the Kemmel straight now. It's a battle between, looks to be Cherry Tupai and Matty D. They are going at it for position, and Cherry Tupai gets ahead of Matty D. And now it's going to be between Finty and the Force India. Most likely that's going to be Ollie D now going at it. Ollie D gets by Finty for the position on the opening lap. Now, coming towards the end of the first lap, ESR Payne gets a good getaway on the first lap of this race. However, on the second lap, we're looking now at VRT Ryan, number 20. However, the second lap of this race, his Ferrari engine would expire. As going down the hill, he's have to pull that car off to the side. Second lap of this race, and actually, I'll pull it off to the side right in front of Ar Rouge. Now we're going to go on board with Dougie Dude in the McLaren. As you can see now, that's going to bring out the safety car here today. And on the second lap, we have a safety car to begin the Belgian Grand Prix. It's going to help some drivers. Many drivers into the pits. There's Alan Cavey into the pits. And the Sauber, you can see, I think that's Dougie Dude. Yeah, that is Dougie Dude into the pits as well. A Haas driver in as well. And they'll be putting on the super soft tires to finish the race on. Or at least not finish the race on, but, go for their second stint. But now we're looking at Soup Cooler. Third lap under the safety car. That Ferrari engine, again, something wrong with the Ferrari cars. He pulls off to the side, calls it quits on the third lap of this race, and Soup Cooler is out of it. However, under the safety car, it is ESR Payne, Dan Mack in the first 2 positions. In third place is Cherry Tupai in that Red Bull. And if I can look back in the background, it looks like a Haas is in fourth. I don't think it is, because one's down, the other one pitted, but we're green again here in Spa. Now here's the battle between Dougie Dude, and there goes Alan Cavey down to the inside of the hairpin. Alan Cavey's going to try and get ahead of Dougie Dude, forces him a little bit wide. He runs into the car behind him, which is the Renault, and now Alan Cavey trying to defend. There's a race control warning or incident for Alan Cavey. Whale to whale with the Renault. It looks like to be the number 30 of VRT Ringrose. They're going at it. Alan Cavey runs off the track. He's got to merge back on, coming down towards the Kemmel straight. We're going to be wheel to wheel as we approach the back straightaway. Coming to the end of the first sector, again, still wheel to wheel. Alan Cavey gets the bitter end of it. Coming off the Kemmel straight, Alan Cavey gets by for the position. Riding on board now with Dan Mack, and the gap still remains half a second to a full second between the 2 Mercedes. They've gotten to a good getaway and a good start to the season compared to the Ferrari drivers who are back in first and second. Now we are riding on board with VRT Emerald, looking behind the Williams, and you can see it's starting a train to form up. Actually, they're going to head into the pits. I think in front of them, that's Ben Brown. All of them form into the pits as it starts to rain. Yep, that's Ben Brown and VRT Emerald. They are into the pits. As you can see, rain starts to appear on the track around lap number 6. And, yeah, I'm not sure why they're putting on the ultra soft tires. Oh, that is terrible. The Red Bull crew, that is a terrible, terrible mistake for the Red Bull crew. I'm not sure what they were doing, and I think that was Finty who put on the tires there. But again, we're looking at the position so far, and still leading the way now is actually Dan Mack, because ESR Payne did pit for another set of slick tires right before it started to rain. Nobody knew it was going to rain, but look at this stack up. The Williams and the McLaren going at it. Dougie Dude trying to defend, but squeezing to the inside, and Blanchimont taking the position. That is Matty D against Dougie Dude. Well, and good job to him. Not much to say about that one, but headed in the pits now as it starts to rain even further. Alan Cavey in the pits with Matty D. You can see the Renault behind. I think that is going to be either Elite Crashy or VRT Ringrose. I don't exactly know, but both Renaults are into the pits, so it does work out. DRS is now disabled as everyone is now pitting for non-slick tires, which are the intermediate tires. Halfway through the race, it's around lap 8 or 9, as we say so. Wheel to wheel off the Kemmel straight around the outside. That is Tom Davis going at it. I think that's Dougie D, but look at the conditions. They're still in the slick tires, and they are still struggling. And not the best situation for either of these drivers, because their teammates already pitted a lap ago, and they were not able to pit. And now look at this one. Oh, that sends Tiger Kart. Yes, Tiger Kart goes around And now later on, this is now Dougie Dude, his teammates struggling not once. And now Dougie Dude trying to hang onto the car. As you can see the background. Wow, look at that. Saijimat loses the back end. And now Dougie Dude going through the corner, loses the back end and spins off the track on the slick conditions while it's raining. Let's take a replay here. You can see riding on board. That's with Ollie D, and he just checks up because he does not want to hit the back end of Saijimat. And now he actually has a Toro Rosso on his outside of OMG It's Joe. And OMG It's Joe is going to try and get by while Ollie D just losing the back end there, ever so slightly. And as you can see here, the Williams appears out of nowhere. It's a brother-brother battle between Ollie D and Matty D. They're going at it and going through Blanchimont. They're single filed and clear as Ollie D runs off the circuit. Now into the pits is Saijimat. That's Saijimat into the pits, pitting for intermediate tires. So as we approach the next lap, it is a battle between Alan Cavey and Tom Davis. They're going at it again around the outside. He runs off the course. He's going to have to get that position back. I mean, Alan Cavey was just trying to hang on. There was no grip to go too wide in Eau Rouge. That was a blatant and stupid move by Alan Cavey, but now Tom Davis is under threat from, it looks like, Elite Crashy entering the exit of the Kemmel Straight, and now it looks to be the Force India of Ollie D going at it with Elite Crashy. There's still a wheel to wheel. It will be able to clear and runs him just off, and now back downhill we head towards the second sector, and still going at it in the Renault. He's able to clear him. But now here's ESR Payne, goes back out on track, and he ends up spinning it while he was in the race lead, and that transfers the race lead to Dan Mack. ESR Payne was in the lead, and then the next sector just gets hit from the back end of VRT Rasmus, and that's going to bring out a yellow in Sector 2, just nowhere to go, and ESR Payne ends up running wide. Not the best day for him. He's going to have to pit for a new front wing, but undefeated right now. A gap of 20 to more seconds as we approach the halfway mark in this Grand Prix. It's been a good day for Dan Mack. He's taken the race lead, but now on Cavey down to the inside of Tom Davis. These two are still not done with their battle. Back downhill, we head towards turn number 2, towards Eau Rouge. You're still going at it wheel to wheel, and I hope they learn their lesson. You cannot go too wide in Eau Rouge. Who's going to back up first? Around the outside, that's Tom Davis. Puts out an incredible move. In sector number 1, Alan Cavey has to cut it once more. That is his second warning of the race, and now he's going to be under threat from Elite Crashy and many others behind him as they're holding up a train as we approach the end of this race. But, I mean, we are halfway through. This is lap number 13 in this race, but many laps forward, nothing else happens. Dan Mack crosses the line and takes victory in the Belgian Grand Prix for the first race in the GP Sim Season 1. In second place, it's going to be OMG It's Joe, scoring a momentous second place for Scuderia Toro Rosso, and a fantastic third place for VRT Ringrose for the Renault team. That's your podium today for the Belgian Grand Prix. We appreciate everybody for watching. It's been a good day for, obviously, Dan Mack, but the Ferraris are have to go back to base camp and come back next week to Austria and hopefully prepare a better engine. But that is your podium celebrations for the Belgian Grand Prix, the first round of GP Sim Season 1. My name's Alan Cavagnaro. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We will show your finishing results in just a second. If the screen would load, yep, that's your podium celebration. Dan Mack, OMG It's Joe, VRT Ringrose, Finty, VRT Rasmus, Tom Davis, Elite Crashy, Alan Cavey, Matty D, and Pika Network rounding out the top 10. Now let's go down to your constructors. It's going to be in first place Mercedes, second Renault, third Scuderia Toro Rosso, then Red Bull, Haas, Ferrari, Sauber, Williams, Sahara, Force India, and McLaren rounding out the grid. We'll show your actual results as PS4 can't really edit the names, so that is your actual finishing results. So thank everybody so much for watching. We will see you next week for the Austrian Grand Prix next Saturday. Have a safe night, and peace.